What's up, guys? Theo here, doing a quick prediction for Petr Yan versus Yadong. So right now, Petr Yan is a minus 115 favorite, and the comeback on Yadong is also minus 105 on DraftKings. So the odds on these aren't great, but it looks like at the moment Petr Yan is the favorite in the books. It looks like it's trending that way. And yeah, I like Petr Yan here, guys. I've always thought Petr Yan was like really skilled, really technical. I've loved his fights so far. He's just had, a couple fights in a row that have had really big asterisks next to them. There's this narrative that the guy's on a skid, but if you really look at what's happening in his fights, it's not like he's getting like shut out and beat. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he was winning the fight against Aljamain until the illegal knee. He was winning the fight the entire time, and he gets DQ'd. Then he comes back against Aljamain, right? And he got backpacked and taken down, and he won all the exchanges on the feet in that fight. He just got controlled on the ground, and that's why he lost. Dana White even said he thought Petr Yan won that fight. I don't know if I agree. I think he did lose because he just didn't have enough takedown defense. But he was winning all the striking exchanges. It's not like he got dominated in that fight. He just got controlled on the ground. He didn't have the best takedown defense. Then, his other loss to Merab Dvalishvili, I mean, it's Merab, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like he fought like a really terrible fight. He defended a lot of takedowns. Merab is just inhuman, and he shot like hundreds of fucking takedowns. And yes, of course, he was eventually able to take Petr Yan down. Petr Yan's not a super physical guy, and Merab Dvalishvili is fucking jacked off the juice, and it was a bad stylistic matchup. And he still looked good on the feet. He was still defending. He was still throwing combinations at Merab. He looked good, man. He was doing everything. He was fighting a very technical fight. He just got overwhelmed by volume and pressure. That was what happened in that fight. Sean O'Malley, I mean, guys, when I saw that fight, I thought Petr Yan won that fight. I thought that was a pretty blatant robbery, to be honest. Yes, in retrospect, watching the fight back, it is really close, and I understand why they gave it to Sean. I completely understand that. But that was a 50-50 fight, man. That was so high level, it could have gone either way. So, again, he's not, like, taking 4 ass beatings in a row. He is being beat by the absolute top-level guys. He's still getting wins against dudes that are like Corey Sandhagen, which that was an incredible striking battle. And so I like him here, man. I feel like Yadong, I've said this before, I really just don't think he's championship level. People are talking about changing the guard. There's a big narrative about changing the guard on this card. And yes, but I don't think that's what's happening here. Yadong has already been around in the UFC for a very long time. He's had a lot of shots to get to the top, and he's lost his fair share of fights. He lost against Corey Sandhagen, and that was a competitive fight. But again, he's just not, he has power and he's got movement, but he's never been able to really just completely capitalize on his advantages and put everything together on the feet here. I just think Petr Yan is the slicker, more technical guy. And I feel like Yadong kind of has enough holes in his game that I feel like Petr Yan can utilize here. I just feel like Yan is the more seasoned dude. Yeah, give me Petr Yan. I think he's being slept on here, like I said, just because of the nature of his losing streak. But I just think his power and his movement really just aren't going to be enough here to overcome the really technical high-level boxing of Petr Yan. I think Yan is obviously going to show up. He's got something to prove, man. People are counting him out because of this loss streak, but I like him a lot here. He's never been knocked out or anything like that, and that is really kind of Song's path to victory, unless he can just do way more damage. Song's not going to take him down, not going to try to do that. So give me Petr Yan here, guys. Keep it locked in. More picks coming later this week.